Hey guys, welcome to Brian's Man Cave, episode 48. So what is it about Monopoly? I mean, that is a question I think we all have to ask, because this game, it is like, when you think of board games, that's probably the first one that comes to your brain. You might not even say it, you'll just, Monopoly, it comes to your head. Because it's one of the, I'm not going to say it's the first board game, because it's not. But I mean, it's the first one to really become so successful and popular and literally everywhere. And the thing is, like, what I started to realize is, like, I think a lot of people don't even actually own Monopoly. They own some form of Monopoly. And what I mean by that is, for instance, this one, which I want to show you, the Simpsons Monopoly. Alright, I know it's a big box here. But I mean, this is what Monopoly is today. It's monopolizing everything. But yeah, I mean, they can pretty much throw anything, any kind of whatever on top of Monopoly, and people will buy it. And I've seen a lot of them in the stores, and I really got to the point where I was like, I can't buy another Monopoly game, because I have quite a few, and I hardly ever play Monopoly, because most people don't really want to play it anymore. It's I don't know. It's ran its course, I guess. I don't. Maybe not. Maybe a lot of people still actually do play it. But I know a lot of people, when you say let's play Monopoly, they're like, eh. So, but anyways, yeah. So this was a cool one, because this is the Simpsons, and you get to play as you get the three-eyed fish. You got their Homer, Bart, and some kind of car. But that was cool. I got another one to show you, which I really, really like here. And that's Transformers. This one looks awesome. I haven't even opened this one. It's still sealed. But it looks cool. I mean, just take the board there, the money, and the pieces. I mean, this is an awesome collectible for me anyways. I love Transformers, and I like Monopoly. So, I mean, this was like obvious win for me. And I don't think I'll ever open this. I think I'll keep it like this, because it looks amazing. And another odd one that kind of my parents got this for me when they went to Las Vegas. It was a Las Vegas Monopoly. It's yeah. I mean, this is when you start to realize now that they pretty much were putting anything with Monopoly. They'll do any kind of Monopoly now. And I did see it. I mean, there's every kind of cartoon pretty much now has a Monopoly. TV shows, it's everywhere. But what I didn't want to just focus on the board game itself, because we all know about Monopoly. I don't even think I actually have a Monopoly game just on its own. But there are a bunch of other things associated with Monopoly. So I just wanted to also show this thing that I picked up a while back, Monopoly the Puzzle. And now it's just a puzzle. It's got all of the different board game variants that came out through the years. If you were, older than me, you probably remember some of these older editions. And I know that the board has changed quite a bit throughout the years. They've changed some of the spaces, some of the names, the prices on things, and the game has gone through a complete overhaul. So this was just kind of a cool thing I picked up, because I'd never actually assembled this. But one day when I'm bored, maybe. Another one is on the lines of kind of a puzzle, was this one, the 3D puzzle. This kind of caught my eye as being something fun to actually assemble it and possibly even play it. It's a big, thick box, like it's a whole three-dimensional thing. This I actually did put together a while ago. The problem is, when you put it together, you're going to want to kind of leave it out as a display piece, and you kind of need that space to do that. And right now I just don't have that space. My man cave is full. This requires a big table, a nice setup, and I just didn't have the space, so I had to pack it all back up into the box in pieces again. And I held on to it. It's a nice piece. Maybe one day I'll have a room or a space for it, but right now it's a no-go. But yeah, that was. And then the other one I wanted to show was this one. It's not Monopoly, it's Monopoly City. And it's kind of cool. I haven't really seen it in the stores lately. I don't know if they still make this one. But you actually build a cityscape. You actually have skyscrapers and stuff, and you actually can go inside the board, and there's a lot more you can do. It does require a lot of pieces. There's a lot of stuff in here, and I mean, what does it say? 80 3D buildings inside. I mean, and the rule book it's huge. And so I started reading it, and at one point I'm just like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna put this down. One day I'll pull it out again. I'll look at it and I'll figure out how to play this game if I can find, you know, what's there, 2 to 6 people to play with. So maybe one day I'll convince somebody to let's learn this game and play it, because it looks like a lot of fun. It's a good twist. But also, outside of the traditional Monopoly, I'm just going to pick this guy up. Along came a Monopoly Junior. This one's fairly old. When did I pick this up? Probably in the 90s, I would think. 96 is the last date on there. So this is a fairly old one. But I know that Monopoly Junior is now taking on the treatment of let's throw everything on top of there. So they got like all the toys like Frozen and, you know, the Disney stuff. And I know that they, like, I was looking at them in Toys R Us, and you just don't really see too much of the traditional one. You see a lot of the branded ones with something else on it. And of course I also picked up the travel edition of Monopoly Junior. No idea why I bought this, but I just thought it was kind of cool. You know, something to take on the road. Kind of a fun game. I might introduce this to my daughter and see if she likes it. But not only did it go there, it also ended up going virtual. And, I mean, it's on every system possible. So this is like the Nintendo one. It's an okay version. I actually remember playing Monopoly a lot on my Commodore 64. And it was very basic. I mean, it was stupid basic looking. But this is a pretty decent attempt of making a 3D Monopoly game. They also did a whole bunch of PC-based games as well. And, you know, pretty much every system I got here. This is for the Nintendo 64. Again, it got a little more advanced. I used to play this a lot with, you know, quite a bit. And compared to this one, I didn't really like this one too much, the Nintendo. And, you know, I can't stop there. Got to get it on the Wii as well. Haven't actually played this one yet. But this one is the collection. So it's got Monopoly Streets and then just traditional Monopoly. So I don't know where that goes. And, of course, to round it up here, just to show this. I know I've shown this on a previous video a while back. But this was the handheld Monopoly. Actually, I believe this one talks too, and you know, it's a little primitive. It's black and white screen. You got to use the sticker to look at the board. I mean, the inside, the part that's electronic, it's very primitive. So, but I mean, this was kind of advanced for its time. But like when this came out, it was kind of like your affordable version of say, not buying a Game Boy and buying the Monopoly game on the Game Boy. Or any of the other. I mean, this came out a while ago, and like obviously they wouldn't make something like this anymore because we all have our smartphones and we all have, you know, whatever. We have these advanced systems now that we can actually put it. But this was kind of cool when I bought it, and I use this a bit too. I also have a Scrabble one that I used to use as well. But again, I mean, it's outdated now. The smartphone, I have Monopoly on my smartphone, and this is what I mean. I mean, Monopoly is everywhere. You go into the stores, you see it everywhere. Every thing that comes out, every movie that comes out, Monopoly has its own version. And we all know this is a marketing thing. This is money, right? We're talking lots and lots of money here. So, and this isn't everything. I mean, this is just a few of the ones that I pulled out. I know I have a few other ones. I know I have, and even some that I kind of put together myself. I also have a picture hanging up. Sorry, I don't have it here. I have it in my office upstairs, and it's a framed Monopoly board with the pieces on it that I put together myself and had framed. And it actually looks pretty decent. The only problem is some of the glue started to wear off, so some of the pieces fell off. So it's not as good as what it should look like. But if somehow I can take a picture of it, I could probably add it to this video. I don't know. But yeah, if you're seeing it, then yeah, I did that. But yeah, anyways, Yeah, I just wanted to show off some of this Monopoly stuff because it was something that was on my mind, and I'm like, I kept collecting Monopoly, and I had this obsession with Monopoly. I even have the, what's it called, the what's the free parking? Yes, it was an edition called Free Parking. I even have that somewhere. I probably should have dug it out of one of my boxes to show you, but it was an add-on that they sold that you put a sticker over top of the free parking, and you added a deck of cards, and it just added this extra experience to Monopoly. Kind of a cool idea. I mean, to try and wake the game up a bit, because you know, unless you move on to more advanced games like the Settlers of Catan, which I always found is very similar style of game, where you're rolling dice, moving tokens, or whatever, you know, that type of idea. So yeah. Anyways, hope you liked the video. Let me know what you think of Monopoly. Are you sick to death of Monopoly, or do you still play Monopoly? I know there's like tournaments and stuff too that people actually join, and you know, there's probably an online community for it. But yeah, I would just like to know what your comments are, and what your favorite version of Monopoly, and do you even own an actual Monopoly game, or do you play just like what I have there, The Simpsons or something? Anyways, hope you liked the video. Hope you subscribe. Talk to you later. Thank you for watching Brian's Man Cave, and to all those who have subscribed to my channel, and to all those who like to leave comments. Just as a reminder, I also have a page called Man Cave Connections. This is where you have a chance to show off your own man cave or woman cave, and also look at others. Just simply go to www.briansmancave.com for details, and you'll see a menu item which says Man Cave Connections.